My name is Samantha Wyatt, and here's my audience. Per usual. Alrighty. We're going to talk about the importance of vaccinations. So imagine it's 2:30 in the morning on a quiet February evening. A woman comes rushing into the ER holding her limp 7-year-old son. He has shallow breathing and is unresponsive. She's screaming, "Help me, help me, help my son." One of the triage nurses runs out of the room, grabs the boy, and takes him back to a room, and doctors and nurses begin to work on him. They start hooking him up to machines and asking the mother questions. Has the boy been sick recently? The mother said he was at a birthday party last week and he'd had a fever over the last 7 days. She said he soon developed a cough and then over the past 24 hours developed a rash on his face and his neck. The doctors are preparing to intubate the child now, which means they're going to stick a tube down his throat and hook him up to a ventilator so he can breathe. The next question the physician asks the mother is the child up to date on his vaccinations? And the mom frowns and says, "No, we don't vaccinate our children." So they're preparing the child to board the Life Flight helicopter so they can fly him over to the next pediatric hospital in the next town over. And the mother is pleading with the staff, "Please save my son." The doctor pulls her aside and says that the boy's chances of survival are slim because of the swelling on his brain caused by what they are diagnosing him with is the measles. That is why we get vaccinations, to prevent life-threatening illnesses. And today that's what I'm going to talk with you about. It's a pretty emotional subject for some people. Today we're going to talk about what a vaccination is, why we need them, how you can obtain vaccinations, and then talk a little bit about the anti-vaccination movement. So what is a vaccine? So the World Health Organization, or WHO, defines a vaccine as a biological preparation, so it's man-made, of a deadened or weakened virus that is injected into an individual, and this boosts their immune system for that particular virus. So that is what the vaccine is. So why do we need vaccines? It all boils down to vaccines stomp out deadly illnesses. So we are eradicating things that were killing off entire populations many years ago. So there's a couple reasons. We need vaccines to protect ourselves, and we need vaccines to protect others. We protect others by herd immunity. And so herd immunity is when you expect an entire population to become vaccinated. That way, it protects those that cannot be vaccinated. So the immunocompromised individual, like somebody receiving chemotherapy for cancer, or babies that cannot be vaccinated until a certain age. We protect them through that herd immunity. So the CDC goes over a couple of diseases that we say we bet you forgot about. So diphtheria, polio, tetanus, HIV, measles, mumps, pertussis. We're not seeing those diseases anymore because of vaccines. Sadly, I can't say that with confidence, as we are now seeing a resurgence of the measles and even tetanus now. So how do you become vaccinated? Do your research. It's so important, no matter what. If you were prescribed anything at the doctor, any pill of any form, you would do your research before you took it. So we want you to become informed on vaccines. Talk to your healthcare provider. They'll give you credible information on the vaccines, and then come up with a schedule, because you can't get all vaccines at one time. You need to allow your immune system to build up that immunity to particular vaccines. So why are people so hesitant about vaccines? It's this new anti-vaccine movement. It all started in 1998 when there was a British physician, Andrew Wakefield, who wrote a study that linked the MMR, or the measles, mumps, rubella, vaccine with autism. That was debunked in 2010 with extensive research that said there was absolutely no link to autism, and he was stripped of his medical license. We see celebrities like Jenny McCarthy that are pushing no vaccines, and as we know, celebrities have quite a bit of pull on the population. And also big pharma, people think that we're just lining the pockets of pharmaceutical companies, and that's just not true. So I want you to think about the scenario that I opened up with, and also I want to share with you that as an emergency nurse, I have seen this year 3 very young people, 19, 26, and 47 years old, actually died of the influenza virus. So that flu shot that we try to push on people is so important. It is killing people, young people. That's why we want people to get vaccinated. So now you know what a vaccine is, how to become vaccinated, why we need them, and the anti-vaccine movement. So I just want to challenge you to do more research and to become vaccinated if you're not. Thank you.